All right, we got a Porsche day. Need to fuel her up. You see from the thumbnail, it's gonna be some pretty expensive fuel. But yeah, here is a cold start of my 2005 Porsche 987 Boxster S. Favorite road here in the Bay Area, and I am headed to Sunol, and this is about a 20-minute drive for me. And yeah, I'm driving 20 minutes out to get gas, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why right now. Basically, I was watching a YouTube video from one of my favorite YouTubers, and probably a big influence on why I got into vlogging, not into YouTube per se, but into vlogging, and that's the Stradman, James. And he just bought a Bugatti Veyron, and it turns out that, of course, the car itself is high octane gas in order to get 1,000 horsepower out of the thing. And so it turns out that he happens to live in a state where there is no high octane gas other than 91, so his car had to be tuned down to a mere little 800 horsepower. So it got me to think a couple things. One, all right, so Utah is the only place that doesn't have it, which means everywhere else does in the States. So what are my local high octane gas stations? And it turns out I've actually been to this gas station before, but I never realized that they had racing fuel there. And really the only time I ever thought about racing fuel was doing track days on a motorcycle. What we would do is that we'd pick up gasoline for the bikes in a little container, we'd fill up, and then we'd take it to the track day and fill it up there. And that was really the only time we would use high octane gas, or race fuel, if you will. So yeah, one, it got me to think, what's the nearby places? So there's one here in Sunol. And the reason it got me to think about where it is not just because of James's video, but also because my mechanic, who's worked on the Porsche and has cleaned out some of the gunk and the carbon buildup in this car in order to get like the check engine light out, has told me that, you know, part of the reason is because, you know, most times the highest octane we're filling is 91 octane here in the States. And if you look at the Porsche, and I could be wrong, but I believe it says that the recommended amount is 93 octane. And, you know, really, I don't come across 93 octane that often. I'm just filling up Shell 91 octane on the Porsche. And what he was telling me is, yeah, that's part of the reason. And the conversation kind of ended there. So having that in the back of my mind, that this car would perform better and have less carbon buildup, this is from what I've been told, okay, so I'm no pro at this, but having that and James's video about not having that high octane gas in his state got me to think, you know what, maybe it'd be a good idea if I get some high octane gas for this car. Now, I already kind of did my homework, and one thing is that I found that it sounds like it's not necessary for the car to be completely empty as far as gas in order to get this higher octane fuel. If you're planning on doing what I'm doing, which is just basically having the engine cleaned or the gunk cleaned every once in a while. So from what I read in the forums, they're saying, you know, it's not necessary to be completely empty. Just fill some up, and you do this every once in a while, maybe like once a month or so, depending, I guess, how much you drive. And it should help with some of the gunk and carbon buildup that this car has issues with. Which is great news, because I don't mind doing the trip of this 20-minute drive in this nice area to go and get the fuel. But yeah, imagine having to like always go 20 minutes just to get gas. And on top of that, you know, this fuel is not going to be cheap. I'm thinking it's going to be anywhere from $5 to $7 US per gallon, whereas all the other gas is in the $2 range. So that's another thing, is price. So if I do this every once in a while, I'm hoping this will kind of help the car out, and maybe I'll feel a bit of a difference as well. We'll see. All right, third gear. That naturally aspirated engine. Oh man, that stick shift. Love this car. All right. Whoa, bumpy over here. Sorry guys. So no super stop. So they got the checkered floor here, and check that out. Look at all that race fuel. Just all right there. Nice. That's all we need. All right, now since it is a Porsche day, I gotta show you guys this piece of art that I got from my friend Yuki. She goes by Yuri. I might be. I'm sorry if I'm saying her name wrong, but she's from Japan and she is now here in the States. And I got this lovely piece of art from her. Now, she does this all by hand. This one, the one I have, is actually so it's like a photo version of it. But she also sometimes sells the actual art itself, and also does custom work as well. So my plan is to have the Abarth, the Porsche, the Ducati, and also the Alpha all in one place. So like, with the help of my friends, take all the cars and motorcycles to one location, photograph them, video them, and then ask my friend to basically do a painting of them together with a mix of the actual background and maybe something like this. This is called Neon. So yeah, check her out. I will link her in the description on her Instagram. She has pictures like this already up for sale. And yeah, or you can maybe custom order something. She has some cute kittens as well. You know, I have a bunch of cats, so yeah, please check her out, because this is beautiful. Now also the plan for this is to get I want to get a frame for it. I'm thinking something industrial like for the frame, so that it'll look good in the garage. Because yeah, I want to keep it up here with these until I have my own man cave later on in the future. No rush in that. We are totally happy here. So an industrial frame for it now up on the wall will look just lovely. This is just beautiful. It's so perfect. Guys, please check her out and buy some merch. Well, that's gonna do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just a quick little ride up to Snow to get some gas, and yeah, I'll let you guys know what the car is like. Please leave in the comments if you have a Porsche 987, what kind of gas you use in it, if you've used higher octane gas or lower octane gas, if you've seen a difference, or if you know what I'm talking about the gunk that gets clogged when this is not using the right octane of gas. Also, make sure to give my friend a follow, and also check out her merchandise, because she does some beautiful artwork. Again, if you like the video, give that a thumbs up, comment, share with anyone that might like this type of content. Hit the notification bell so you know when a new video comes out. Subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later. Oh, also, big updates for the Alpha coming real soon. All right, later.